what's this? Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warnings, please visit. Wait, what? I mean, I fall under that category. I'm nervous though. I mean, I've had anxiety, but I don't see how a game could make me feel that way. You know what I mean? I don't know anything about this game. I don't want to know anything about this game. I want to go in completely blind. So do not say anything if you know anything about it. I just had a friend tell me, hey Aria, you should play this game. And I was like, well, how much is it? And she's like, it's free. I'm like, okay, I'll cast it. And so that's what I'm doing. And yeah. But this says individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. Safe? I got a message from a Blargnot when he heard in the Discord group that I was going to be playing this game, and he warned me about playing it too. So, what? I don't know. Let's just get started. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. Highly disturbing. Oh, wait. Oh, that's this. Okay. Seems loud. Yeah, there's a lot of warnings on this making me feel uncomfortable. I agree. Ah, Genjiji. Thank you. This game is not suitable for children. How disturbing could it be, though? Really? Are you sure you want to play Doki Doki Literature Club? Are you sure? Are you really sure? Well, good luck. Okay, but like, I mean, I played Saya Nauta. Is that what it was called? Not on stream. I'd get banned for streaming that. Alright, let's do a new game. Please enter your name. I'm Aria. Oh, phone. Be quiet. Let me turn on my do not disturb. Who wants my phone number in chat? Okay. Aria. Hi! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. The blue on my webcam is bothering me right now. That girl is Sayuri, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Ooh, what's bright light do with this? Oh, that's so much better! Let's save that. Now I'm all bright, you guys can see me? Yay! Yeah. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Oh, she's got depression. Is that what this is about? But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayuri catch up to me. Ha! I overslept again! But I caught you this time! I'm gonna wake up my kids. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Aria. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Oh, I haven't done voice acting in a while, you could tell. Whatever you say, Sayuri. Oh, that's me. Whatever you say, Sayuri. Oh, wait, I might have just been doing my lines in an annoying voice. Sorry. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Aria, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you. Oh, that's me. I told you already. I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that— oh wait, that's me. I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. So Yuri, Likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Okay, we're high school students. So, there better not be any inappropriate underage stuff. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in, what is a NEET? In a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Oh, all right. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. Sorry if I'm messing up any of these voices at all. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. I wish it did different colors when it changes people. I'm not noticing it. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up all my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs? Sayuri wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. No choice. I tried anime club my freshman year of high school. Yo, anime clubs suck. Sorry. Hello? Sayuri? Sayuri must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Know what? Well, that you can come to my club. Sayuri. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayuri is vice president of the Literature Club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayuri is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! Hooray! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayuri across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayuri, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! Oh my gosh. I gotta move my camera so you guys can see. Let me know if I cut off stuff, guys, so I don't want you to miss. Here, not that. This way. Hi! Hi, chat. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. You could tell that the person who made this game doesn't like to draw hands, because that's what I used to do when I drew people. I'd put their hands behind their back like that, but no one really does that. Sayuri always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Arya, what a nice Surprise! I'm already forgetting all the voices I picked for these people. Hi! Surprise! I'm in a birch! I'm in a birch! Sorry. It's been a while since I've done any voice acting, so I'm fun summer right now. I'm sorry. Okay. Welcome to the club. Ah. All words escape me in this situation. This club. It's full of incredible cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Her small figure. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayuri. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayuri says that quietly into my ear. I did not do that quietly. Then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayuri and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, right? Is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Arya. I don't know you. Monica smells sweet. Oh, hands behind the back again. Oh, okay. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Guys, I don't understand how this game... I don't know anything about this game. I don't want any spoilers about this game. But for some reason, people think this game's a big deal, is what I'm getting. I don't know. I don't know. Apparently there's some kind of shocking content, I'm guessing, from the warnings. But like I said, I've played weird stuff, so I'm not worried, but yo. Come sit down, Arya. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayuri mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayuri. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayuri. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn on with... One second. I want to move my camera again. I just don't want you guys to miss any faces or plot points or anything. I care about you, chat. I care about you. The whiskers drawn with icing. And little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Yeah, well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayuri grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious! Sayuri talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her snaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Content warning. Extremely cute cupcakes! Thank you, Natsuki. Well, why are you thanking me, baka? It's not like I haven't heard this somewhere before? Is it that reference? made them for you or anything. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I thought you technically did. Sayuri said. Well, maybe. But not for you dummy. Alright. Oh, gosh. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole... Wait, that's me. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom, lady? Don't worry. The teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Oh gosh. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that you do. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief and a deep blush. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayuri. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayuri seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? I'm just waiting for him to just, like, take out baby animals and just bite off their heads. Is that what kind of game this is? I don't know. As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica's really is a great leader. I forgot her voice. Yuri nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls. We got two loud ones, two quiet ones, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Aria, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Let me answer! Manga. Did I hear something? Getting spooked. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, oh gosh, the hands behind the back bother me so much. Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger that you can't see. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Is it foreshadowing? Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Oh, this is definitely foreshadowing. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. Oh wait, that was me. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems! Everything you do is just as cute as you are! Sayuri sidles. I've never heard that word before. Up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. When am I gonna, get to put my own options for things? You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. Natsuki is me? Why? Do I act like that? The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you could set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. I can't talk today. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Arya? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayuri may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. Look at they're all so sad. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought. You all. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes! I'm so happy! Sayuri wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Aria, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Arya, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That wasn't her voice. I changed her voice. That's right. Sayuri and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayuri, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. Do you like my voice acting? I'm so glad. I love doing games. I love games I can read and do voice acting. It's so fun. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever you liked your poem the most. Oh, do I actually get to write it? Whoa, 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 whoa. Do I? Oh, no. Oh, gosh. Wrath, flying, landscape. Okay, I'm actually going to write, but... Okay. Do I only have these words to pick from? Wait. I'm going to do... Precious. Bouncy. Infallible. That's not what I wanted, so I'll do poof. Fear. Tears. Alone. Captive. Anxiety. Daydream. Raindrops. Agonizing. Vanilla. Philosophy. Spinning. Pleasure. Sensation. Adventure. Adventure. This isn't following as much. Adventure. Romance. Disarray. I could have picked a girl to aim at. Hi again, Arya. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Arya. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. I still need to get new headphones. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack! Sayuri told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Mama! Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys! Arya always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayuri, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Arya can become good friends too. Sayuri? It's awkward now. As usual, Sayuri seems oblivious to the weird situation she has put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayuri. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayuri made it like a big deal when it's really not. Oh wait, that's not, sorry, wrong person. Sorry, I suck at this. Sayuri made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess it means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Am I gonna get an option for a change? Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches in her bag and pulls out a book. I'm still waiting for him to bring out like a dead animal. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. That's what I'm waiting for. Here's half a dead lizard. I thought it tasted good when I got it and I wanted to share it with you. I don't see how this game could be shocking, so that's my guess for it. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Sayuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. I was waiting for, is this the twist? Is this the twist? She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. was focused, and I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Is this like Satan's Bible? Is that it? Is that the twist? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. Is that foreshadowing to the story? It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well... Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Morkov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Oh, Satan? Could it be? Could it be? Satan? Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. Oh, I'm so suspicious of this game. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, are you? Love that shit. No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Oh man, there's so much fun. I feel like this is so much foreshadowing. Oh my gosh. Oh, wait 1 second. Wait a minute. A girl in high school? But they're girls in high school. That's a twist. They're in high school. Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So, I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please, stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. Thoughts of sight? The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. Haha, what are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I'd put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri. Yuri is cute, though. She's weird. I mean, out of the 4 girls, Yuri's the cutest to me. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. This guy is so confident around beautiful women, like, come on. Or girls, I should say. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? The warnings were for people who don't like to read. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Ahaha. Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's. This confident, cheeky little dude. Then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Oh, goodness. I've barely done anything, though. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. Oh yeah, Hikimpity Slap. That's a good name to read right now. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I could feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. Blood going wrong places, sorry. I glance up at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I'm dyslexic! I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I could do. It takes me longer because I have to decode the words slower than you do, B. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her, sighed as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Oh yeah, flutter that page. This is so hot. Gonna get banned. Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. The books represent their inner selves? Maybe? I don't know. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything. Except I can because it's a book and that's a story, maybe? But they're kind of reminiscent of you, of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But, Arya, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales. I can't talk today, I'm sorry. I'm trying, guys. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Does that mean the first 2 chapters of this story are going to be normal and then stuff? I don't know. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. Layers. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration, because I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayuri and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayuri's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Yuri's the cute one, right? Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion, to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Huh? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, and ends up covering her whole face. Ugh, goo. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri's best waifu so far to me. You're cute. You're cute. Okay, it's funny because it sounds like I'm saying you're cute, but I'm saying you're cute, and it's funny play on words kind of thing. Anime. All right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Excuse you, but I'm actually going to be graduating this May with a children's art and literature degree, so yeah. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. It's actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Huh. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? I'm gonna need water soon, yo. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calms breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry I have such terrible, perfect cursive handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. I'm dyslexic. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Okay. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Oh, that's me. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Is this like 14-year-old me? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, alright? Okay, no, it's not. Loved ghosts when I was 14. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. I'm convinced now that people telling me to play this game are just trolling me. Everyone's trying to make a big deal about it to make it. This is like The Room or something, where everyone's like, oh, like trying to like, oh yeah, there's gonna be such a twist or something like that, and I'm gonna play through this whole game, and it's just gonna be a crappy dating sim, and that's it. Man, I don't believe you guys. I think you're all just trolling me though. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. CD. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so. Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. I really can't tell if you guys are just like screwing with me in chat. I don't know. so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Arya. Me too. Who should I show my perm to next? Sayuri. Oh, high-pitched girl. This is a good poem, Arya. I already forgot her voice. I gotta warm up for it. It's a good poem, Arya. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of this club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Arya. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something only really good people do. Thanks, Sayuri. I'm not sure if Sayuri sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, because you're attracted to your friend. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that. Oh wait, that's me. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now, you'll read my poem too, right? It's gonna be like, death, destruction. Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Okay. Woo! Sayuri, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No! Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Death, destruction, kawaii desu. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. The next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. I'll just show every single one. Jeez.